Friday afternoon from the Sports Box, where the only opinion that matters is right here. I am Mike Galetta, a.k.a. Hammonton Mike, with another great celebrity interview for you. Another great interview again today is Anthony Gargano, 97.5 Fanatic host. Anthony.
Hammonton Mike.
Yeah, thanks.
What do you say, buddy?
Thanks for the interview today, pal. I really appreciate it. All right, let's just get right to it. We're going to talk about the Eagles today. The Eagles, all with Bradford and all coming in here. The big question is, do you think he can stay upright this year?
Yeah, like it's impossible to predict injuries. So, you look at it. Well, is he injury prone? I don't know. I mean, he lost 2 seasons we know about the ACL. It's different than soft tissue injuries.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, can he stay healthy? The offensive line, what they have around him now, is a lot better what they had him in St. Louis. Mm-hmm. So, you hope, and if he's healthy, he's legitimate.
Right, and the big thing I think with Bradford is you're not going to know what you get with him until you see that Atlanta game when he actually has pressure coming out and he starts rolling out of the pocket and he starts getting on his feet and starts throwing a run. That's what's going to be the big question. Now, my leadoff question to that is, what about the guard play with the Eagles? They have 2 new guards there. How do you think they're going to fare this year?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that's your biggest worry. Your biggest worry is the interior part of that line. Mm-hmm. Now, again, we only saw a snippet in the preseason, 15 total throws, not a great body of work. But, again, I think they'll be all right. Mm-hmm. My biggest concern is depth along that offensive line.
Yeah.
If you lose one of your tackles, you're in some serious trouble.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be a lot of their issues is depth.
Yeah, I mean, look, and it's like that with a lot of NFL teams. Mm-hmm. Just about everybody. Nobody has supreme depth. But when you look at it, the specter of Evan Mathis will always be in the picture. Because if there is ever an injury along that offensive line, people are going to point to Evan Mathis. Same thing in the secondary. There's some issues now as far as nickel corner. You had Brandon Boykin here. I know that they like Ja'Cory Shepherd. They thought with Ja'Cory Shepherd and Eric Rowe they would be fine. But look, boom, Ja'Cory Shepherd's out for the year.
Right.
Now all of a sudden you get an unproven Eric Rowe, and look, he's not ready to play yet.
Yeah, and big test this week with Julio Jones over there. That's going to be
Roddy White.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
And you got a really good quarterback in Matt Ryan. So that's another issue.
Yep. And to finish off the offense, the 3-headed monster that they have right now with Murray, Matthews, and Sproles. I think they're going to be okay with them. I think DeMarco Murray will get the majority of the carries.
Yeah, they're going to run the football. And they're going to run it. We're going to run it well. That offense could be prodigious. Mm-hmm. I mean, you look at that offense and the way it's set up with a quarterback that can make all the throws. See, the thing that mitigates some of the pressure is the ball's out. Mm-hmm. If you watch Bradford, he knows exactly where he's going to go. He does his pre-snap read. The ball's out. The plays run quick. And that's going to help out a lot. And that's where I think this offense can be really, really good, because people look at it and go, well, you don't have a game breaker like Deshaun Jackson. But you're going to have matchup issues. The Eagles present that, whether it's Sproles out of the backfield, Ertz when he's healthy in the game. Yeah. You have short-handed Jordan Matthews catches everything near him. You got Nelson Aguilar, who I like a lot, and I think he's going to make a big impact as a rookie. And then it's Miles Austin, Cooper for whatever he's worth. I think they have enough weapons, and I think the offense is going to move.
See, the big question I think is, in my own mind, is that you do have Matthews and you have Aguilar, but who's going to pick up the production for Macklin leaving? I think Macklin was a big loss. I think that, I don't know if it's going to come back to hurt him, but, I mean, who picked up
I
those
do know
catches?
that they wanted to keep Macklin, and they didn't expect the Chiefs to swoop in. But, that's where Aguilar has to pick up some of the slack from losing Macklin. And the other thing is, we saw a little bit already, but Sproles out of the backfield is going to be a lot, I think, something that we didn't see a lot last year. You're going to see much more of this season.
Yep. And going to the defensive side of the ball, I think the secondary, definitely upgraded the secondary like we were talking about earlier with Rowe and Carroll. I think that's going to be a big test for them this week. We're going to see how they can do it. The linebacking core, the addition of Kiko Alonso, I think if he's healthy, he really adds an impact to this defense. And you feel the same way as that?
Yeah, I mean, you look at, they have really good depth inside. So between Alonso, Kendricks, and D'Amico Ryans and rundowns, you're good there. I think your biggest concern linebackers, the outside guys, and again, it goes back to depth. So last year, remember, Brandon Graham did not have, you had Trent Cole there.
Right.
So, he was more situational pass rush. Well, now he plays he's playing a lot, so you're going to have him and Barwin are fine. But after that is the big question.
I mean, their D-line is nasty. If it stays healthy, they're definitely going to have a good season up front.
Well, Fletcher Cox is great. Getting better. Benny Logan is a force. I mean, you look at, and they have a great insight. Their tackle situations are really good. I think your front is fine. Really strength of this team.
No, Maxwell worth the money. I definitely think he's a big upgrade to them.
Yeah, I mean, just compare secondaries from a year ago. So a year ago, right? You got Kerry Williams, you got Bradley Fletcher on the outside. So Maxwell automatically is better than either of the two. If Carroll's a push at worst, you're there. And I like, if Walter Thurman's another key, if he could stay healthy, the other safety spot, he's an upgrade from Nate Allen. I mean, how many times have we seen Nate Allen bite on play fakes, bite on double moves? So the secondary should be better.
Okay. Yep. My last question to you, Andy, is this year prediction-wise with the Eagles. I know they're going to have, they put a lot of components into this team. Wouldn't say an all-star team, but they put a lot of components in that I think it's hard to gel as a team. But I mean, where do you see them at this year?
No, I think it's a special year. I think there's a chance for them to do some great things. I'll mention Santa Clara in that they're in the mix.
Yep.
And how many times when you see before season starts, there's probably 8 to 10 teams that have any kind of shot, legitimate chance. I think they're among them. I think they're among the elite of the NFC. Obviously, Seattle's chalk. Green Bay's there, even losing Jordy Nelson. And the Eagles are right there.
Definitely right in the mix. I agree with Anthony. So
it's special. Hammonton Mike.
That's it. Temple's got the first win. He's on board with everything else.
Lincoln Financial Field could be big this year.
Oh, you Penn Staters out there had that taste this weekend. Anyway, that's all the time we have for the Sports Box. I want to thank Anthony for coming on. It's always a pleasure, Anthony, to see you, pal. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it,
brother.
Go out.
Get nuts.
That's it. Keep an eye out for more specials, more interviews. Remember, the Sports Box, but the only pin that matters is right here. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.